What's poppin', everybody? Good morning, top of the top, top of the top. Phenomenal fresh start to everyone. Now, it looks like the route that we're going today, it is going to be through the tunnel. As much as I hate being in the tunnels, I'm going to end up going into the tunnel. And I know you're probably like, well, Henny, why would you start your live if you're going to be going through the tunnel and you know it's going to mess up your reception? Because this is the morning live and this is the morning commute. This is the ride into the Diddy trial. That's why. Now, those who stay, stay. Those who don't, won't. And I know that everybody is live right now, which is another reason why I really don't want to go live first thing in the morning. You guys hear me really good? Am I clear? Am I not clear? What's going on with my sound? Am I coming in clear? Do you see me? Can you see me good? Hey, hey, hey. You guys hear me? Okay, y'all can hear and see. All right, so yesterday was crazy. You got people outing who Jane Doe is. I don't know. I don't know who Jane Doe is. I've never seen her before a day in my life. Um, but people think that they know who Jane Doe could possibly be. People think they know. I don't know. I don't know. But she is returning to the stand today. It does seem like we just scratched the surface because Jane was with Diddy from 2021 to 2024. She was with him all the way up until the arrest. And you guys, I already did a video talking about the opening statements and everything that the prosecution was going to bring out. Now, we haven't heard anything about any violence that happened to her as of yet. But that is going to come, and I'm going to tell you that I know that because I read the opening statements, okay, to you all. Please go watch the Jane Doe video. Please go watch Who is Jane, okay? Please go watch Who is Jane because I told you everything that's going to be brought out by this witness, this victim, whatever you want to call her. Now, when it comes down to what the defense is going to be doing, is of course we already know because we've already watched this thing of poke, 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 jab, 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 tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. When it comes down to credibility of people who have been coming up there, so you know that there's going to be some twists and turns. I'm interested to see how the prosecution is going to handle Jane because during her testimony yesterday, Diddy was looking at the jury. He was shaking his head at the jury. He was passing notes to Agnafilo. Like there was so much that was going on in his body language, in his facial expressions, because we could see his face in the overflow room. Now, when people are sitting behind him in the gallery, you might be able to see him, depending upon which side of the room you're sitting on. You may get a glimpse of like his profile or whatever, but we see his face full on in the overflow room. And I could tell you, while there were times where he tried to keep a stone face, there were times when you could see that he was also reliving some of those moments with Jane, even when she was talking about, their first intimate encounter. You could see that he was kind of like going down that lane or that road right along with her. For whatever reason, I don't know if he was feeling it the way that she was feeling it because I'm going to tell you, Jane seemed to be pretty smitten with the diddler. She definitely seemed smitten by him. Um, Also, we're gonna go a little bit deeper into the relationship. I think we only got to the freak off parts of things and him paying for her rent $10,000 for a house that she was renting. Now, I'm not in any way, shape, form, or fashion going to sit here and say that, damn girl, you were having your rent paid and all of that, and you were getting this money. I am gonna say it. You were getting all of this money and you weren't putting it to the side. That is something that a lot of people are saying. You weren't putting it to the side. Why weren't you thinking of an escape route? Why wasn't she thinking about getting away? And it's questions that I've even seen come up in the comment section recently when it comes down to talking about Cassie. Why wasn't she trying to leave? Because you're too concerned. Your mind is overwhelmed. You're too concerned with trying to keep the peace. And even with Cassie, we watched her try to leave, and every time she tried to leave, she was drugged right back in. Whether it be he physically went and had somebody go get her, or he coerced her into going back, there was always something that kept pulling her back in. And it really got me to thinking when I'm looking at Cassie, Mia was a very big witness for the prosecution as well. Mia put everybody together. She put everybody there in this time frame. She was able to tell you, yes, and corroborate. George Kaplan, yes, he was there. KK, of course, was there. D-Rock, Uncle Paulie, Ruben, Roger Bonds, all of these people were there. She also corroborated Capricorn Clark, Deontay. She was the piece that was the glue that linked everybody together. We heard a new name come in, Vashta, when we got the testimony from Mia. So Mia kind of like opened up the floodgates. Like Capricorn Clark cracked the door to Enterprise, and Mia bust that thing wide open. Now, unfortunately, people like to twist and all of that, and that's the stuff that people are watching. But for those of y'all who tap in and tune into my channel and other people who are giving you the breakdown of everything that is going on, I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all who tap in over here, because I try to, as I educate myself on what's going on with this case, I try to educate you guys as well. All right. Now, I have a question for a lot of people. I want to know, what is a victim? Because in all of this, we're hearing every time there's a victim that gets up there and testifies, there's always a narrative that's going to be spun, right? It's always going to be something, some type of something, whether the scapegoat for the opposite person, be it Diddy or somebody who's just an average Joe Schmo. There's always going to be some type of scapegoating that is given. It's a given. It's a given. The victim always gets re-victimized. But I really started thinking in my head, do we all have the same definition of a victim? Because I feel like we've been given this cookie cutter cutout kind of definition or description of what a victim should look like, how a victim should carry themselves, conduct themselves. We've been given these cookie cutter cutout mentalities and ideologies of how people are supposed to escape from certain situations when they feel like there's no escape at all. Like when people have you underneath psychological warfare, and I'm saying people because it doesn't even have to be a boyfriend, a husband, a lover, a partner. It could be a boss. It could even be a friend. Some people end up in these toxic types of battle of the minds with other people. And when you know that you are mentally stronger than another person, it makes it a little easier for people to take advantage of them. Now, I'm not just speaking about Diddy, I'm speaking about in a whole, as a whole. This is why a lot of times you see that you'll have such big age gaps and differences and things of that nature that add to being able to mentally manipulate and coerce. Do people even know what coercion is anymore? And when I'm watching a lot of this stuff that I'm watching legal analysis of things because I always want to double check myself and see, am I presenting this properly to the people as a person who is one of y'all? I'm one of y'all. I am no different than anybody else. But the fact of the matter is, each time that somebody has gotten up and said anything, there's been somebody that has called foul, no matter what. People that ride with the defense, when the defense does their thing, when the defense catches somebody out there, oh, thank you, Mama Flip. I see you. Thank you. I'm on my way in. I'll see you there. When there are people that ride with the defense, they never give the prosecution their just due, right? And me personally, if the defense did their job, if they did something that I felt, I give you both sides of the story is basically what I'm trying to tell you. But I want to know, what are people's definitions of a victim? Because it feels like everyone is supposed to react the same way. You get people that'll say, well, I'm a victim of domestic violence, but I got up out of there. Well, congratulations. Guess what? I'm a victim of domestic violence. I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. Okay? I went through that experience of domestic violence and I survived. And I can say that I survived because my life was on the line quite a few times. Maybe one day I'll sit and I'll tell y'all my story. When I tell you my story, it's not to trauma bond with you. It's going to be to tell you how I actually was able to start freeing my mind mentally. And that's what has to happen with a lot of people. But you hear people that say, he hit me one time and I left. Well, congratulations. He hit you one time and you left. That means that you were not in a space where they were able to mentally coerce you, where they were not able to mentally manipulate you. That means that they weren't able to lure you in with the honeymoon things. And guess what? They might not have even been on no predatory stuff with you. They might have just been a violent person. When I talk about domestic violence, and I'm talking about the honeymoon phase and the grooming and the Prince Charming and all of that, the love bombing, I'm talking about people who have predatory behavior. And we've got to call things things, whether we like it or not. And it feels like it's a hard digest for people to just sit back and take the truth. There's a difference between someone who has violent fits of anger and somebody who has predatory behavior. Predatory behavior is a pattern. When these women sit down and they tell you how they were able to be guided into a relationship with him, it's a pattern. Is money involved? Yes, money is involved. Yes, money is involved. I'm not going to say money wasn't involved. Hold on, you guys. You have somebody who is on the Forbes list, who runs a Fortune 500 club, a business, interested in you, flying you out on his private jet, sending you tens of thousands of dollars, affording you a life that you were otherwise accustomed to, showing you different things in life. Yes, you're going to go, you're going to run with it. But just because you fell for the bait, line, and sinker of this billionaire that's a part of this billionaire boys club is interested in me, does that make it okay for what they are getting up on this witness stand and testifying to? Does it make it okay? I've even heard some people say this was nothing but a big payday for them. They got what they deserved. Disgusting. Disgusting. Baby, I get it every time because they know how to manipulate the situation. When you have people in your circle and you guys get along, I don't have to. Right, I don't have that. My life has been orchestrated and also constructed to a way where they control it. I can't even be in love or find love or have attraction towards anyone because of the stigmatism. Listen, I hear you. Ryan said, "How come no one has tried to wear those Ray-Ban Meta glasses? Footage from inside the courtroom. These look like reading glasses. Be nice to see some actual footage inside." Because what they actually do. Oh wow! Thank you, Katina, for the super chat. Because they actually check your glasses before you go inside. No, the pit bull on in the skirt got what she deserved. Brianna says, "Sync reverse." People don't want to hear it. They really don't want to hear the truth. And when I'm talking like this, they don't want to hear it. They would rather me be up here with the salacious stuff. They want to hear about the truffle butter and all of that. And I'm not about that. I'm a thinker. I'm a thinker. Um, you have good IQ. The same place your mama's is, D-Rays. How about that? Anyway, back to what I was saying. So again, to those of y'all that are in here, I'm gonna pose the question: what is a victim? Thank you, T Rod. Thank you, Jax. And I think that until we can understand what a victim is, we're always going to have this conversation. But what we're also seeing right here is the main reason why victims do not come forward. Now, had this not been such a big case, such a publicized case with celebrity and salaciousness and scandal, okay? If it had not been all of that, welcome to the bar, to all of the new subscribers, everybody that is new here. I appreciate y'all. Um, had this not been a celebrity case, the women testifying underneath the pseudonym would have never been exposed. They would have never been exposed. But now, thus far, you have Mia, who has been exposed, and you have now Jane, where people are putting out there who they believe Jane is. So now, what does this mean for any other victim that is going to come forward or was going to come forward? They could very easily say, hey, I was willing to come and testify, but if you guys can't keep their identities anonymous, you can't protect me and keep my identity anonymous. And that's messing and tampering with the case. I hope that all of these people know that you can actually be charged with that if the judge decides to. And the way Judge Arun is moving, I'm quite sure he's going to get fed up. The sad part about all of this is it is YouTubers that are out here and content creators that are out here trying to figure out who it is that Jane is. Meanwhile, the regular media is not even interested in all of that. They're here for the testimony. And that's what you guys, a lot of people, I'm not going to say you guys, because those of y'all who are in here, y'all like to think. Y'all like the breakdowns of things. Y'all like to have conversation back and forth that doesn't involve bashing, trashing, or tearing somebody else down. We actually can parlay. I read your comments, you listen to my commentary. It's a give and take here. But mainstream media is listening to the story. Listen to the stories that are being told. This is why when the trolls come in here trying to come after me, I have now referred them to the 35 predicate offenses of a RICO. Educate yourself. What is a victim? I was a victim when I was raped by an officer at the age of 14. And at 14, I stood up for myself and put the guy away. I took my power back. Richard, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're not trolling. And I'm not saying that to be insensitive. I'm just hoping that you're not trolling. And if that's really what happened, then salute and kudos to you because you took your power back. And I'm not saying if as if I don't believe you. Please keep the chat on topic or you will be escorted out. Okay. I understand what you're saying, but the my baby father and Diddy doesn't like each other. Well, I get it, Jasmine, but understand this. The judge told all of us that were in that courtroom that we are not to disclose her identity. So even if somebody says who it was and they were right, I can't confirm nor deny who it is. So for me, over here, I don't know who it is because that's a court order. Definitely not trolling. Okay, I'm sorry then. I just had to make sure because sometimes people come into my lives and they're weird. So congratulations to you for taking your power back. And I think that people don't realize when rape victims and victims of physical assault, domestic violence, any of that, take their power back by telling their story because they are often shamed, abused, and pushed into silence. So when someone begins speaking out, that is them stepping up to take their power back. Regardless of how you may feel about it, you've got to see how this case is working. And I've been telling you guys for the past 2 days that you've got to start looking at how the government is working this RICO case because this is something that is not traditional to what we're accustomed to when it comes to RICO. Let me give y'all a good little view as we ride into Manhattan this morning. So we're going over the Manhattan Bridge. That over there directly across from us is the Queens Bridge. Okay, that is Queens Bridge that leads into Queens. That is the Brooklyn Bridge over there. We are currently on the Manhattan Bridge. You know, something that I recognize, a little off topic, New York City skyline has smog over it, just like LA. It has smog like LA. Hi, how are you and your family doing? We're good, thank you. Some people prefer to put it in the back on their mind and do your best to forget the abuse. That's true. And that's what happened with Mia. Mia did not want to think about any of the stuff that had happened to her. She just wanted to focus on the good times. And that's something that I think a lot of people need to try to understand as well. Is when you're going through abuse, it's not like every day you wake up and these people are being abused every single day, day in, day out. It just day in, day out. It's not what it is. You have the good days, the great days, and then the horrific days. Um, I don't know if that's true or not, Callie, but you know, I'm not getting in that. Now, if we're gonna talk about y'all want to bring up the content creators and all of that, my main focus and I intend to say something is I did say something to one content creator that I know for a fact said Mia's name out loud, and I told them like, hey, the judge is looking to remove people that put her information out there, and I went to that person and told them like, hey, you said her name, you may want to clean that up. For that person to then turn around and oust another person and make it seem like they never said Mia's government name when they did. I did that looking out for you, and you repaid that with that. Oh, disgusting. It smells. Hey, Yvette. Callie, you can't do that in here. You're going to get me in trouble. I'm seeing that, Avid. No good deed goes unpunished. Like I literally did that. Like, you know what? This is another YouTuber. No, you're good, Callie. Because you weren't in here when I was telling people you can't say the name in here. Like you can't do none of that in here because I don't want to get caught up at all. Like this judge is not playing with these YouTubers at all. Why would act drunk at? I don't know if academics revealed her name or not. I watch you. Don't block me. No, I'm not gonna block Callie. I know you. I'm not gonna block you. I see your name. I'm not gonna block you. Um, this could really break someone mentally very hard. Exposing victims' identities. People take their life. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now this opens the door and subjects this person to ridicule. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just over it. Like it doesn't have to be dog eat dog. There's enough content for everybody. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. I think it's time to have real conversations over here. Okay? Real think tank conversations because anybody could be a gossip blogger. Anybody could be a salacious blogger. I could be salacious. Oh, you guys, let me tell you about what happened today in court. So da 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 da. I can get out here. What the hell? Oh, my thing came up. We're in front of the cameras. You gotta go down. Okay. Yeah. There's cameras. You could turn down this block right here. Just let me out. Oh, you guys. Ah, you're closing me in the door. Sorry. Sir. Yeah, sorry. You're closing me in the door. Can you please get your door? It's closing on me and I'm trying to find something. Something of mine fell on the floor. Yeah, I see. It's not me. I can't find it. It literally fell off of me and it's in here somewhere. My microphone is gone. I can't see. Oh, there it is. My piece. Yes, thank you. What the hell? Ooh. Hold on. Let me. All right. Let me get his plate number. Yeah, I had to get his plate number because what the hell? So what happened was my piece that clips on for my microphone, it slid underneath. Hold on. Can you guys hear me through the microphone or is it the regular sound? Oh, no, I'm not okay. That shit crushed my hip. Hold on one second, you guys.
dealing with here, homie.
Facts. Nah, I'm back. I'm sorry. I just had to like have a little parlay with Uda. Y'all know when I get here, we link.
Shit, wow. You didn't even know that fast I ended on TMZ. I ended on TMZ that fast, homie. Turn the TMZ right now, homie. Your Power Room Bloods and Neighborhood Crips.
No, we do not over here. I don't know what he's talking about.
So I'm at, nigga. What happened? I like TMZ now because of my girl right next door right now. I ain't like that. That's because of her. I respect her hustle and the grind. Right? Made me like it. Great. I be watching that shit now. What the hell is going on? Huh? MIS be on there too? That's my girl.
Listen, you guys. I got to get ready to go upstairs. Try to get y'all to scoop, but I got to get me some coffee. But first, we must coffee.
Yeah, bro.
And then I got to try to get a seat because now everybody is probably coming down to the damn courthouse because they want to see who Jane Doe is for themselves so they could come out and tell who Jane Doe is and get themselves jammed up. I don't know Jane Doe. I don't know. I don't know what happened. My eyesight blanked out for a second. I couldn't see. I could hear. And I was able to write from memory. But I couldn't see. I don't know. It was kind of blurry. I ain't had my glasses on. So it was a little blurry for me. I don't know. I don't know nothing. Right, Uda? I said I ain't had my glasses on yesterday, so the face was kind of blurry. I don't know.
Yo, listen, this is all I'm going to say. I might have to defend my ex-girlfriend out here, so we might be back together shortly.
Stay tuned for the Uda and Tisa reunion.
Me and Tisa going to have to get back together after this one. Put hands and feet on something. For my baby. For my Jesus.
On Jesus sandals.
On Jesus sandals. I'm a high.
Was it a lot of people out here to go in today?
Yeah, there was a lot of people on the line.
No, I'm talking about regular court. Like, where's everybody at? Because it's dry out here.
Everybody walked there.
That's what I'm saying. I knew it.
Why do they be in the court that early? There's nothing going on.
Well, right now, what's happening at the 8:30 mark is when the lawyers and stuff be talking before everybody come in. Sometimes I do, yeah.
Depends on what's going on. With this shit, I might want to because they're going about what they want to ask the witness and what they can't.
Yeah.
So sometimes this is good. It depends on the witness.
And then Diddy intimidating the Yo, I was literally watching him on the screen yesterday. Like, he was looking. He was like...
Yeah, I wasn't paying that much attention to him. My mind was so focused on the witness. Word. Plus,
listen.
At a time, I want to allegedly woo with the witness. Allegedly.
I'm just saying. I was watching him because I wanted to see how he was going to respond to her telling the story, like what happened and all of that going on. So I'm watching him.
I wasn't even on. What he's wearing? He always wear green brown anyway.
It was like, I don't know if it was like a light blue or a light gray sweater with a white button up in his tan pants.
Okay, did he switching up? I see you, homie. I see you.
So I don't know, but I definitely was watching him. I was watching him. And I'm going to be watching him again today. Because as soon as I came out and I started doing my live, I started telling people about what he was doing while he was passing those. When she said the stuff about the truffle butter, you know about the truffle butter, right? When she said the stuff about the truffle butter, he grabbed that notepad and was like, and passed it to Agniflo. I said, he ain't like that. So yeah, I want to see because the judge was like, if he keeps it up, he ain't gonna be able to attend the trial. Imagine being caught up in a RICO, life on the line, that you can't attend. That's crazy work.
That was crazy. Nobody said that, right? So, the judge don't want the news off what he's running down on people and he's locking his ass up. Niggas tried to lie on me, said anything. So, you know my videos are like,
they trying to knock out the competition. And it ain't gonna happen. It's blogger wars out here right now, y'all. It really is blogger wars because it's dog eat dog at this moment. Everybody's trying to knock out who's getting the most views and paying attention to everybody numbers and all types of weird stuff going on. Instead of focusing on your own content and being concerned about what you're capturing and the quality of what you're putting out and integrity, no, all of that stuff is going out the window. And a lot of people are just playing right into what they already think about us as oh damn, I hope this ain't all for the trial for the Diddy stuff, because look, it's full in there. It's full in there in the courthouse. It's full. I don't know who all of these people are. They might be, they might not be. We gonna see. I don't think they are. Maybe they're doing citizenship again today. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you know what we doing. You know how we do. I gotta go hide my vape. Oh, Jackson J's mom, happy 13-month anniversary, honey. I saw that. I will be tuning in. I'm retired, and my daughter said you cover a wide variety of things. I subscribe. Thank you. Welcome to the bar, Mama Crash Out. Sounds like someone should have taken the offer given. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. I'm melodramatic. At no point where, at no point what? Finish your sentence. Finish your sentence, please. How can they be honest about everything? So many people are connected to him. Can you imagine the loopholes that they're going through? I don't know. Just saying. Procedure, yeah. Happy 17-month anniversary, Beyonce's lace front. Them shades really eats. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts, Mama J. I'm trying to see what I missed out on. IBRB, I see you haven't said nothing else. So that's, to me, that's a great thing that you haven't said anything else, because I really would have had to got rude with you. And I'm really trying not to be rude this morning. I'm trying to keep my energy, keep my frequencies and vibrations high. Lady T on that square biz. Welcome, welcome. She's a member. Welcome, welcome to the other side. Hey, Bookie. Oh, yeah, they're doing citizenship today. So people are coming in for citizenship. I have a feeling, I hope they have a secondary overflow room open, because where is you guys. I don't see my charger box for my I don't see the charger box for my what you call it? I don't see the charger box for my mics. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, I got it. I was about to say, oh no, we can't do that. All right. Well, you guys, that was the morning riding commute. We talked about just about everything that I wanted to. Um, and so snap, get rude. No, I really don't want to. I'm trying to keep my vibes high. I don't know if I'm gonna do the lunch break report over here on YouTube, but just in case, I might go to TikTok. So you guys go follow me on TikTok, that girl Henny. I might go over there and give y'all the lunchtime report of what's happening. I don't know, but either way, y'all follow me over there. If I see that I've gotten enough people over there, um, I will definitely go live over there too, just to kind of like give variety. So what I've started trying to implement is going live on TikTok in the afternoon, coming live here in the morning, going on TikTok in the afternoon, then coming back live here in the evening and giving y'all the full breakdown or at least a full like review of what was going on. And then in the evening, I do a little chit chat with y'all on IG. So make sure y'all are following me on all platforms. That Girl Henny Reviews on Instagram, That Girl Henny on TikTok. And of course, y'all know I'm That Girl Henny Reviews, That Girl Henny over here on YouTube. Thank you guys for riding in with your girl and rocking out with me. Did Brianna redeem herself with AUSA dropping the phone receipts? I feel she did. I feel like she was vindicated because it proved that it did happen. Whether it happened, what date it happened, we don't know. She probably don't even know because of everything that was going on. But she was definitely, in my eyes, vindicated because there's a conversation between Cassie and KK that has nothing to do with her, but she's the subject matter. You see what I'm saying? Henny, did you say they said Diddy stood up in court to pour water and stood there to drink the cup of water after the judge checked him for the interaction? No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that because I didn't see that. Not saying it didn't happen. All I'm saying is I didn't see it, so I can't report on that and say whether it's fact or fiction because I didn't see it. But I'm going inside, you guys. It's getting closer to 9 o'clock. I already know that the lawyers are going back and forth with their 1-2-1-2 up there. I want to be in there for the minute that Jane Doe comes in and sits down, and I want to be comfortable. So, hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. I will be back again. Make sure y'all are following me on TikTok because I'm more than likely going to do the lunchtime update on TikTok since so many people are over here on YouTube. It's oversaturated. I'm going to go to another platform and do it. Okay. But I love y'all so much. High vibes to y'all day. Remember to vibe high so the bullshit don't sit. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, everybody.